Hello Internet, I'm MetalTeeth, and today I bring you a game from the Nebraska Esports Association StarCraft 2 Open, held last year in mid-November. This is a winner's bracket round 2 matchup between spawning here in the bottom left position of MLG Shakur's Plateau. We have our Pink Protoss currently down one game, Hampsters. Spawning here in the upper right position, so we're going with cross positions in this game. We have our Orange Zerg, who won game 1 confusingly with a DT rush into Archons, holding the early pressure and eventually winning Winston. And what are you doing, Hamsters? So while we wait for this probe to see what it's actually doing, I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsors of the Nebraska Esports StarCraft 2 Open, Quick Tech Computers, who provide all the computers for the event, Da Vinci's Pizza, Greenfield Pancake House, and Champions Sports Center. Or is it Fun Center? It could be either, I don't remember. What are you doing, Hamsters? Alright, it's some sort of proxy. It's probably going to be Proxy 2 Gate. And we're going to see Winston here. Oh, this is going to be fun. I almost want to go to Winston's camp and just be like, we're doing that. We're going to Winston. So we're just going to look at Winston's camp for a little bit here. And he's going to scout. It looks like he's going to scout into Hamster's base first. I just want to see his reaction here. It's like, wait, where are all of your buildings? Alright, so here he goes. Let's switch over to your scout, Winston. Come on, Winston. Switch to your scout. Winston. Oh God. Where's his buildings? Where's his buildings? There's his building. Where are your buildings, Hamsters? Oh God. Alright, so looks like his reaction is going to be put a second gateway here. His one possible reaction is like, alright, time to get gateways. Another common reaction is to get up a fast forge, even like maybe block the entrance with the second forge, and just try and hold with cannons. So this Zealot is rallying here. He does know that this is the expansion, right? He does. This is where Winston spawned. And getting a gas, I think he's going to try to get up to warp gates. Or at least stalkers, so here's the first Zealot for Winston. Winston has 60 Chrono Boost. He needs to be using this Chrono Boost and making a second Zealot. Alright, 2 Zealots, Chrono Boost and Chrono Boost. Very good. So Winston choosing not to actually go in and attack. He does have vision. He knows that the 2 gates are up. Winston is Chrono Boosting out his own Zealot. Oh, Hamster, what are you doing? Attack, Hamster. Yeah, kill the probe, Hamster. You're forgetting the reason why you do a Proxy 2 gate. There you go. Oh, and he comes up right as the first Zealot attacks. Actually, he starts attacking the gateway first, and that gives the Winston Zealot a little bit more damage and pulling probes. And a second Zealot pops out at a great time. One Zealot goes down, and wow, Winston is going to kill the second Zealot. He is actually going to hold this for now. Oh, Zealot race. We have one Zealot here, another one done, and a third one's about to finish. This Zealot the shield's about to start recharging. He should have used some probes, gone around and blocked it. Alright, so the Cyber Core is now up for Winston. He needs to start Stalker production to win this game. 4 Zealots to 2. 4 Zealots are going to win. More probes need to be pulled. Alright, so another Zealot comes out. It's 3 to 4. He's going to take out a Pylon, but this second Pylon I think powers everything. So his Pylon kill does not end it. Oh, Winston pulling all the probes. Alright, so the Zealots are next in with the probes, and I think Winston Hamsters is just A-moving. All of the Zealots do down. One more comes out. It's going to get a probe. He might not get a probe kill. He gets a probe kill, so there's now 2 Zealots. And Hamsters not outright killing Winston, but Winston is getting significant damage. When Hamsters now has 12 worker kills, if you look at the workers tab, it's 12 probes for Hamsters versus 5 for Winston. Although really, Hamster has 300 money, 400 minerals actually now. He needs to start getting out probes. He's done significant damage. He just needs to get a forge, get some cannons, wall in, for at least somewhat wall in, and then you'll win. You have so many more probes. You need to be making probes. I understand you want to get cyber core and gateways. You need to be making probes. Alright, so at the same time, Winston is sending his 4 zealots in, and this one... Winston is going to push back this proxy 2 gate. 2 more zealots come out. Oh, Winston attacking the pylon, but he turns around. And 1 zealot versus a very weak zealot, and this zealot's going to do nothing. Winston, attack the pylons. Easier to kill, and will definitely depower these gates faster. Then you can worry about actually taking out the gates themselves. Alright, so this mostly full health zealot is going to eventually take out all these workers, or this zealot here. And the second pylon goes down, so now Winston has no gateways. Actually, no, he has 2 gateways up, and he's getting a forge. But if you look at the probes, Winston isn't, he's making probes now. He needs to be making more probes. He's at 15 probes to Winston's 7. And here comes a proxy pylon for Winston, and his 4 zealots are moving. Actually, 5 zealots, and he has warp gate. He doesn't have enough money to warp anything in right now, but he does have warp gate. Forge is done for Hampsters, and there's the cannon. Ooh. I think Winston could walk around the cannon and get in the middle line and do some damage. Alright, so here comes the 4 probes of Winston, and he's going to push this 1 zealot back. He's going to try to get into the cannon's range, but the cannon is not finished yet, and 4 zealots are going to beat 1 zealot. Morphing in a sentry of all things, he could have saved up and gotten his stalker. That would have been a lot better. When Hampster's now pulling probes, he does have a force field on this stalker. He could have used it to try to block off some probes. Right, the cannon is up now, and that will delay Winston's attack. Morphing in stalkers. Yes, you need stalkers. And Hamster making a couple zealots. He can still be making probes. He needs probes. Probes, probes, probes. And Crow boosting at Warp Gate, which is actually a much better response. Hamster could be making more units, actually. Alright, so Winston is going around the cannon. Yep, he's going to be able to get right into that middle line. And, very quick worker pull by Hamster, so these workers aren't going to get killed just yet. Alright, so Hamster starts to try to get down the pylon, but actually he's just going to try to kill off these last zealots. That force field is going to help. Now there's lots of probes, and that's all he has now. 1 stalker out for Hamsters. He is in range of this cannon, but there's 2 stalkers, 2 zealots, and a sentry against the 2 stalkers, and Winston's morphing in another 2 stalkers. Alright, so these probes are going to get some zealot kills, so it's going to be 2 stalkers for Hamsters versus 2 stalkers for Winston. Winston's not doing anything with those 2 stalkers. That could be instrumental. Alright, so 1 stalker goes down for Hamsters, and 1 stalker goes down for Winston. Oh, is he going to get the stalker? No. Hamster does stabilize, but there's 2 more stalkers for Winston, morphing in another stalker and zealot. And that one very weak stalker does go down. Alright, so Hamster's now is in a lot of trouble, actually. He has no units. He's not even able to warp anything in right now. I think this is going to be close to GG. Winston is going to focus down this Cybercore. If he can stop all stalker production, that will be pretty much game. Oh, and Winston actually doesn't have the gas for stalkers. He's having to morph in zealots anyway. Alright, so this Cybercore does go down, so it cuts off all stalker production, and these zealots are going to be kited by these stalkers. Pulling probes to try and surround these zealots. He's going to lose a lot of probes, though. He's down to 10 food, 9 food. He has only 5 probes and a zealot. And GG. GG. Well, Hamsters, getting what's coming to you when you cheese. Although, honestly, this should have won the game. I feel like he didn't control it very well. He didn't use the chrono boost properly. He was slow on the zealot production. And he attacked, he let them mass up, and Winston just got a lucky scout. He got scouted first and saw, you have no buildings. You're proxy gating me. Alright. And Winston was able to hold with great control. And once you hold, you have the, even though he was behind in probes, that was the other thing Hamster did. He should have, once he realized he wasn't going to win the game on that push, chrono boost probes, should have walled in here actually, done the PVZ type wall in with a zealot to block, and put cannons behind, and just macroed up, and he would have had a significant advantage. But he didn't. So, with that, Winston wins the series 2-0, and goes on to the winner's bracket round 3, which means he will start the land portion of the tournament, because that started at the round of 32, round 3. In the winner's bracket, well, Hampsters drops to the loser's bracket, which was a best-of-1 series, so at that point it's anyone's game, really. So, until then, I'm MetalTeeth, and I'll bring you another game tomorrow.